What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcasting channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice.
All right, guys, so I am so happy this happened. This was about a week ago, but I'm just getting a chance to share it. Tasha K dragged the grift out of Alexis Skyy, who, if you're familiar with her, she's one of these internet thoughts that has had the opportunity to be on Love and Hip Hop. She had a baby with the rapper, with the Freddie Wap. Fetty Wap. I said Freddie Wap. See, that's how much I care about his music. I don't. But I digress. When she dragged her, I was so happy because I hate when people like this claim that they're changing their ways. They put it all on social media for people to see, and then they don't stick with it because, one, it's either not, it was never really real from the giddy up, or two, it's not working out for them financially. So they go back to the norm. They go back to what they used to know. And for her, it's being that internet thought. And I guess a thought in real life, not just online. But I digress. For me, her talking about being a Trump supporter, I was like, as soon as I heard that, I said, yeah, she's definitely getting a check. And lo and behold, Donald Trump's team must have cut her the check, because when Tasha K exposed it, I said, yeah, that's what I thought, because there is no benefit for her to come out here to say that she is a Trump supporter. And mind you, since this happened, she actually changed her mind, I guess, and she came out to say she's no longer voting for him since she learned that Project 2025 plans to get rid of the Department of Education. But girl, you should have known that before you came out here to endorse him. So maybe the check didn't clear. Maybe she was promised the funds, but the check didn't clear. So she went ahead and changed her mind. But I don't believe that she came out to say that she was supporting him because it was something that she truly was. It was just something that was going to be financially beneficial for her. But going back to hoeing is definitely what's more beneficial for her than to change her ways, be saved, be a Christ follower, and go into an actual career field. Like, in my terms, it was, in my eyes, blasphemy, because I am someone who has been licensed and practicing in the beauty industry now for about 16 years, but her going into aesthetics. And I was like, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to come across as a hater, you know, that word that people love to use a lot. But it's far from hate when you can really tell the true intentions of someone. So with that being said, let's just get into what Tasha K had to say.
All right, speaking of hoes, she said she done she tried to give her life over to the Lord, and then she changed her mind. And this is why she changed her mind. This is why she gave her life over to the Lord in the first place. Where's that video? Go ahead. Alexis Skyy.
Are you on the journey because of your dating? I think it had a lot to do with the person I was dating, the people around me. They were making me believe like, oh, you're never going to be a wife if you do this, or you're never going to do this, or you'll never be.
So she's only specifying, okay? The reason she gave her life over to God and started preaching God and started to de-hoe herself, it wasn't to do with China. I don't believe that, okay? However, it was because of the friends that were in her life. The friends made her change her life because they was trying to tell her, you are not going to be able to find nobody as a hoe. Hoes are for everybody. You have to be for one body. Go ahead.
Except that if you don't change this and certain things, and I knew I had to change certain things in my life, but yeah, like I'm still Alexis. Like you guys knew me as Alexis Skyy from the beginning this way. So I get it. People could be disappointed in things, but this is part of life. This is part of growing pains. This is part of just whatever it is. There was a lot of people in my ear at that time, and I was going through a major identity crisis, and I was literally going through like different shifts and changes, and I just didn't know. But
I mean, of course you would go through an identity crisis when your hair not yours, your eyelashes ain't yours, your lips ain't yours, your ass ain't yours, your titties ain't yours. We don't know who the baby daddy is. There's a lot of things that don't belong to you, so of course you would be confused. Anybody would be confused, right, Jazzy? When you, especially, I mean, we don't even know who you are now. Look at the pound of makeup. She got to be African. Go ahead.
And where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do, and I just was really confused. And it just what it was, and not confused about God, because my God is always gonna be my God. I wasn't confused about God. I was just confused on, was I ready to just make certain shifts?
I'm glad she clarified her God. I'm glad she left us out of it. Her God. Her God. Go.
In my life, was I ready for this? Like, imagine living your life a certain way every day, and then boom, you just wake up and change everything. That wearing revealing clothes was, I didn't want to do those things anymore because somebody was in my ear. I'm not gonna even say who. It could have been family, relationships, friends. It was people in my ear telling me, and I was really sitting there thinking to myself, like, maybe I do dress like this. Maybe I am like too naked, or maybe I like. But this is how I became who I am. Like, so why would I change that? You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't fully ready to change, and I was allowing other people to dictate my decisions. And once I really just like snapped out of it, I was like, no. Because even when I was doing, I would, in y'all's eyes, the right thing, it was still wrong. So anyway, profiting off of God is impossible. That was impossible in my life, because at the end of the day, I gave up so much. And I was like, okay, think about it. You giving up something that you are, your livelihood and how you survive. What else did y'all want me to do? Like, okay, if I'm walking in this season, why not?
I am so glad she said livelihood. This is my livelihood, and this is how I survive. And the person that was in my ear. What is that noise? And the person that, I'm sorry, y'all, we had some noise going on. I thought it was a fire alarm, my bad. But the person that was in my ear made me change. I want to know who that person is, because I believe that was probably your only friend. I've seen Alexis Skyy in person. And I could tell why she went through an identity crisis, because when I saw what she looked like, I said, that can't be her identity. It cannot be. Her ass did not match her entire body. Her head is huge. She looked deformed. And it's probably because of ass shots and because of multiple BBLs and things like that. And I'm like, you can't stuff no more in there. Just like there's only a certain amount of bodies that your body gonna be able to take in order to keep these bills paid. And you're saying that you were Alexis Skyy and this is how you got your bills paid, but yet you had a baby and still had to go and draw Medicaid, welfare, and things like that for your baby. Hell, I owe $5 million and I still ain't gotta go draw no welfare. But if I'm Alexis Skyy and I'm supposed to have this brand, ain't no way I'm going to double down and say, this is how I make my money, but yet I got to go beg the government for help. And then you sit your big, wide, deformed ass and head on this podcast to say that you got the audacity to endorse a whole demon. Let's go.
I'm voting for Trump.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right to the point.
Let's talk about
voting
it.
for Trump.
What's the energy behind it? What's the thought process
I just
behind
feel like when Trump was around, I just feel like things were different. But people have their opinion on him. I do think that.
You know Trump don't believe in welfare, right? Let's talk about it. She said things were different. You know Trump don't believe in welfare. He don't believe in giving, subsidies and credits and stuff and free money out to your kid, even though your kid got a disability and a whole daddy. You know that, right? But you said you feel like things was better, but, I'm just saying, ho. That's what because I don't think you know. And I don't think you know what people went through when they was under Trump during COVID and all that stuff and all these PPP loans and cryptocurrency scams. Girl, listen, I ain't telling nobody who to vote for, but what we not finna do, is sit up here after you done got a check for $15,000. And we're going to say allegedly because of the Trump campaign, I can't afford them, but I can afford to go to court with you. But yes, he is passing out checks to these celebrities to get out and say why they are voting for who they're voting for. Not because Trump's first. I bet she think Trump is his first name. Go ahead and go.
Trump could be a little extra, but he gets the job done.
So do you have conversations with your friends about politics?
All my friends is voting for Trump. I feel like the younger generation, Trump has a lock.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie, because it was more money flowing for us.
So what do you think is the reason why people aren't voting?
I think people talk about
money flowing for hoes where? Nobody Everybody struggled. Everybody lost businesses. Don't play with me, ho. Go ahead.
Oh, what do you think is the reason why people aren't voting?
I think people talk about it like they want Trump, but some people are lazy and they don't want to get up and go vote, which voting does matter because people don't realize if you don't.
Lazy? Woo! You talking about a hoe that want to sell her ass for a living and you want to call somebody lazy and they want to get, I bet you she ain't never even voted before. I swear to God, if we pull up voted, I know I could put everything on it. I put it on my kids, this hoe ain't never voted. Let's go.
Vote, there's a chance that the other person can win. So get up and go vote because it's super important. If you want Trump to win, go vote for him. If you want the other one to win, then go vote for him.
Pause. So pay that. That told you everything right there. So pay that. And I do know this for a fact that the Trump administration is paying black entertainers to basically endorse him. Moneybagg Yo is up next. And I heard the number that he got is $50K. So yeah, if Trump come through here and slide me $4 million, I'll be like, you better vote all day. Vote for that man. Pray for that man. Protect that man. All day. Because I need my money. Let her finish saying what she was saying. It's the paid advertisement.
All right, well, there it is.
It's Kamala. I don't know how to say her name. I didn't want to say
Kamala.
See what I'm talking about? Ain't no way she know Donald Trump is his first name. Kamala, how you say on that? Go ahead.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
Camilla. It's Kamala or
Kamala.
Kamala.
Oh my God. She couldn't even tell you why she ain't voting for Kamala. See, if she was just like me, she'd keep it 100, just say Kamala, even though I'm saying her name wrong. You gotta say it, but she don't know how to read. All she knew was that they gave her a $15,000 cash app because she ain't got no bank account. Yeah. And esthetician school ain't paying off. Yeah. I'm just saying, vote for who you want to vote for, but don't come out here talking about, oh, that other person. I can't say her name, but the reason we got more money and nobody got money up under Trump. Only person got money was Trump. He got a $200,000 a year salary because everybody was in bankruptcy, losing businesses, PPP frauds, all types of stuff. He even had the C word. Yeah, so, okay, yeah. She don't know. Lord, please. Whatever God she served, bless her heart, child. Bless her heart, okay? Don't talk about identity crisis and look at her face to her chest. You can't even identify your skin tone, bitch. She back to hoeing now. Back to hoeing, okay? So the bills got to get paid somehow. And the esthetician is the $100 facials and stuff. And don't nobody want her touching their face because of all the penises and stuff she done touched and ain't washed her hands and stuff. Yeah, you ain't touching my face. I don't give a damn what your name is, child. Moving on.
All right, guys. So I could add more to that, but I don't really need to. I believe Tasha K summed it up fairly nicely when it comes to Alexis Skyy, but that's the thing that I really can't stand about these low budget internet celebrities. I guess that's the label that I will give someone like her, because you are only talking about being a Trump supporter because it's something that you feel is financially beneficial for you, and you don't even live the type of life where his policies would benefit you whatsoever. Nor do you even know anything about politics to say that things were better when he was in office. Like, you don't even pay attention to politics. You don't even pay attention to what's going on in the world around you. You probably don't even know the price of eggs, which, by the way, presidents do not control the price of that, at least right now. But Kamala is going to try to put some policies in place to protect the people and to prevent price gouging. But because you listen to a few little clips of Donald Trump talking about the price of eggs and bacon, then you probably feel that that is why he would be a better choice. It's just so stupid. I'm just so over these dumb people that are coming out here talking about they're still voting for Donald Trump, even though he's swaying and falling asleep and calling Mexicans that have died who were in the military not worth $60,000 to bury, and all the other horrible things that he has said and done, but they feel that he would be a better choice. It's just ridiculous. Like I said, I could say a whole lot more, but I'm not even going to waste my time on this chick. Tasha K summed it up fairly nicely, but like I said, since this has happened, she's, I guess, changed her mind and come out to say that she's no longer voting for Donald Trump. My question is, are you even registered to vote? And she's probably not. So you let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.